As he sends in the cross, that's the first goal from Fabio Gama. Right place, right time. Deadlock is broken. We are in for a game.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Daily Porcupine, the ultimate Kotoko fan channel. If you're new here, you know what to do. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, most of you know that Richard Senanu has left the club. Most of you don't know that Richard Senanu has left the club. But the truth is, the player has actually left Asante Kotoko. He's no longer a player of Asante Kotoko. The board and the player management had problems with salary, and he needed amount of increment in his salary. I don't know the exact particular price they are talking about, but it's about 5,000 Ghana cedis he's requesting per month. But Kotoko are willing to give him 2,000, and his agent and his management were not happy with that. They were disappointed that Kotoko refused to increase the 2,000 they are offering, so the player left the club. As I'm talking to you right now, Richard Senanu is not in Kumasi. I talked to my source yesterday in Kumasi, and he told me that Richard Senanu is no longer in Kumasi. He's backed out of the house he stays in Kumasi and is no longer there. But the thing is that players like this is Kotoko have done well for you. It's surprising that they are willing to just leave the club like that. Kotoko have done a lot of things for him. They took care of him when he was injured, took him to Germany, paid for everything. I don't think there's any other club in Ghana that can do that for a player. Fly the player abroad, take care of the player, pay all his bills and bring the player back, pay for his rehabilitation and other things to get him fit again. I think what he did was, unreasonable. He should have just signed a contract that says that 2,000 Ghana cedis per month. If my performance improves, or if I play very well in the next 3 or 6 months, it will trigger, like, I'm willing to ask you guys to increase it to like 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000. But the fact that his agents actually wants the club to increase the money to 5,000, even after he has been out for like 2 years without playing football, they don't know if he'll get back to his former form, and you want them to increase the salary to that amount. I think is outrageous. But right now, Asante Kotoko and Richard Senanu have parted ways. They are no longer in contract. Richard Senanu is free to sign for any club, and reports are stating that he's going to sign for one of the Ghana Premier League club, because it will be difficult for him to get audience outside the country unless he goes for trials. But for anybody to come and buy him is going to be difficult, because he hasn't played football for about 2 years. So that is the quick update I wanted to give you guys. So I'd like to know your thoughts. Richard Senanu and other players in Kotoko, like the previous one that left, sometimes they want to drag Kotoko to courts and all that. But if it's King Faisal, some other clubs that's owing them, Berkum, Chelsea, they won't go, because they know that the club won't even mind them. They know that Kotoko will cough out money, and this will bring embarrassment to them. Radio stations will talk. The thing is that the radio stations are the ones I'm actually encouraging them to take them to player statutes committee for Kotoko to be charged and forced to pay the money. But if it's another club, no one cares. It doesn't make news. But if it's Kotoko, everyone wants to report Kotoko to player statutes committee, so that their name will come out in the news and all that. So I'm actually disappointed in what Richard Senanu did. I think it's ungrateful. I know, of course, you want to increase your salary, but you just have to show them that you have something to offer before they can increase your salary. It's just common sense. So I feel that for him thinking that they will rely on his past form and increase the salary, I think is quite naive, because you've been injured for about 2 years, and sometimes injury, changes how you play, changes your mentality, and most times difficult for you to get back to your former form, or even better your former form. So what he did to me personally, I don't think is good. I think he's being ungrateful. And right now, I also heard there's a chance that he might come back, because right now he's looking for a way to talk to the management of Asante Kotoko to see if they can come to an agreement. But no one wants to listen to him, because what he did, like the way the contract talks ended, I don't think it was a very nice. I think it was very ugly. That is why the management are not considering talking to him again. So that is what I heard from my source in Kumasi. So right now, Richard Senanu is no longer a player of Asante Kotoko. I know he's the only natural defensive midfielder we had this season. We've struggled so far without a natural defensive midfielder. We tried to get Justice Blay, and Mediama couldn't give it to us until he got injured. Habib Mohammed has been playing as a defensive midfielder and he's been pretty okay, but you know, he's not a natural defender and sometimes he's prone to make mistakes. So I feel that we need a DM, and for what Richard Senanu had done or has done, I don't think we'll be having anyone this season till the end of the season. We have 3 more games to go, and I don't think we'll be having a natural defensive midfielder this season. Maybe next season we'll be looking to get a natural defensive midfielder and possibly a striker because we need that. But right now, Richard Senanu is no longer a player of Asante Kotoko. He's out of the club. He's not even in Kumasi. He's looking to sign for another club. I would like to know your thoughts. What do you think about the entire situation? Because, you know, it's been low-key. As you mean, Kotoko were owing him. Because right now, Kotoko paid everything. Kotoko are currently not owing him. They are not owing him any amount of money. So that is why it's not in the news. Because if Kotoko were owing him, he would have gone to radio stations to make interviews, to castigate the club, to talk about them and all that. But since the Kotoko are not owing him 1 CD, 1 pesos, you see everything is quiet. It's radio silence. No one is talking about him. The radio stations love scandals. If Richard Senanu goes to them and the thing he brings to them doesn't fit their agenda, they won't, they won't give it more interest. Maybe just few minutes and that's it. After the breakdown with Richard Senanu, Kotoko are also considering renewing contracts of some players, Habib Mohammed and some other players that have about 6 months, 4 months, 3 months left in their contract. The club will be working. It's difficult. You know, Kotoko have removed the signing on fee. Signing on fee takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money. So Kotoko have removed the signing on fee, and I don't think players will be happy about that. But if you want to play for Kotoko, you have to accept all the terms and the facts, and I think that is why they are having problems to renew contracts and sign new players, because of the signing on fee. Because I'm sure Kotoko would have gotten more free agent players, but the signing on fee is what is hindering everything. So Habib Mohammed and other players that are having 3 months or few months left in their contract will be extended. But right now, Richard Senanu is no more. I would like to know your thoughts on your entire situation. Do you think Kotoko were right to let Richard Senanu leave? Do you think they were right to let him go? Because me personally, I think it's understandable, because they've done a lot for the player, and for the fact that he's not that grateful, I think it's understandable that the club let him go. I would like to know your thoughts. Put down in the comment section and tell me what you think. I think that's all for today. If you haven't subscribed, do it right now. Hit the notification bell. Until next time, guys. Goodbye.